Hello and welcome to my messy desk for day 25 of the #July postcard play hosted by Carrie the Crafter. Today I thought I'd play with a technique I first saw by Quirky Queens doing Sgraffito. I'll put how you spell it up here. And basically I think it's a ceramic term where they put a layer on the ceramic and then they scratch back to reveal what's underneath. So I think it's loosely applied to the gel plate. I'm going to be using this stylus here that came with one of my Stampin' Up tools that I got. Because you don't want anything sharp on the gel plate. If you have like a silicone tool, that would work well. And I have done a stream about Sgraffito. I'll link it below. In that stream, I used acrylic paint, which was a bit tricky because it does dry and then you're getting sort of crumbly stuff on the surface. So today I thought I would try it using these Akua inks, which are printmaking ink. They're soy-based and they don't actually dry on the gel plate. They only dry once they're in contact with an absorbent surface. I also have a stream about Akua Inks where I did a stream with Kathy Arbor. I'll link that below as well. She's used them a fair amount, and so she imparted some of her knowledge to us and to me on that stream. I highly recommend you check it out if you're interested in these inks. And I'd like to thank Mariah and PMR Studio for actually sending me this starter set of Akua ink. They had bought it for Patricia. Patricia decided she didn't want to really get into it. So Mariah said, if you pay for shipping, I'll send it to you. And I said, yeah, send it over. So that's how I got my hands on these. But you can get, like, even the starter set is available at on Amazon, I believe. So for today, I'm only going to use 3 colors, the Hansa Yellow, the Crimson Red. I'm going to do a layer with that, and then I'm going to add a layer of the Carbon Black on top of it. And I'm kind of in a doodly mood today, so I thought this would be a good time to try this Sgraffito. It's basically like doodling, really. I'm going to give these a mix. You can see they separated a little bit. And you don't even have to worry about keeping the jar open because they don't dry. They don't dry to air, they dry once they're absorbed to paper. So I'm giving that a little stir. And I'm going to start with an ombre of the yellow and the crimson on my 5x7 gel plate. And just using my silicone thingy for that. And I'm just going to put, it's probably way too much. You actually don't need very much of this because you just want a thin layer. So I'm going to just put some of that back in here. So you really don't need a whole whack load. All right, I'm going to wipe this. So I've wiped this down. I'm actually going to bring it to my sink to wash it in soap and water. So for now, use a separate spreader here. Make sure this one looks like it's pretty well mixed already. So I'm just going to put just a little bit. I didn't need as much of that yellow as I put on there because the paper can only absorb so much. So you can't, there's no point having it thick because it won't absorb it all. And you just use your regular brayers. And I don't have to close these right away, but I'm going to because I'm pretty much done with these for now. And I'm going to just rotate this and we're going to make an ombre. So that is going to be way too much. I'm going to wipe this to spread my red and then we'll ombre them together. I'll use my big brayer to just try to get a good ombre here. I'm a little concerned I have too much on the plate, but I think we're just gonna go with it. And I don't have to worry about that drying. It's not gonna dry while it's just sitting there. I'm going to just use my tool. And I feel like just doodling sort of some organic circular shapes. very primitive. So I'm going to put this part on fast forward. So I wasn't pushing very hard. It's a nice round surface. It didn't take a lot of pressure. And I'm going to pick that up now with my postcard. And I went crooked. Uh-oh. Oh well. I don't want to smoosh it. I'm just going to go with it. Now I think I used too much. I was a little bit heavy-handed. So there we've got a little frame. And there's our print. You can almost get a secondary print there. Let's see. Let's just put our frame down again and see if we can pick up what's in there. I'm going to rotate this so my yellow's at the top. See if we get a combination. A little bit there. I'm going to see if that dries or if that layer's too thick. So I'm going to give it a few minutes, and if it's not drying because it's too thick, we might have to put some paper on it and see if we can pull up some of the ink. So it seems like it dried. Like if I rub it, it's not really picking up much. So I think we're going to go with that. So I think I would decided to put this grass, I don't know what it's called. I'm going to do it in black on here, and then we'll add some words. So let's get this black out. I cleaned up the plate a little bit more with some baby oil off camera. So we're just going to put just a little bit of this black. Again, a little bit of this ink goes a long way. And where's my brayer? Here's my brayer. So we're going to spread this out. Just getting it nice and trying to get it nice and even. Okay. Put this down. Get some paper. Give it a smush. Even that looks pretty cool. Maybe we should have done that on here. But we didn't. We did that. So I'm going to just clean up around there. Okay, with a baby wipe. Don't really want any hard edges. Okay, and I think I'm going to put this here so I don't get this hard edge on there. We'll see where that shows. Okay. And I don't have to hurry. Like I said, it won't dry until you put something absorbent on it. So there we have that. I don't mind a little bit of that grunginess around. So let that fully dry, and then we'll ink the edges and add some words. Just mention that the cleanup with this is very easy. It's just soap and water. Like I said, it's soy-based, it's not oil-based. And for example, this cleans off very easily just with some baby oil. Turn. Just got to get a fresh spot for your baby wipe to pick up this. So I found this quote from this Dina Wakely collage paper. She couldn't keep her colors inside the lines, so she drew new lines. And I thought that was fairly fitting for this, since we drew our own lines on the background. And I'm going to try to put that on with some matte medium. And I'm hoping that the paper is going to go quite transparent. So we're using this matte medium. So here's our finished card for day 25 of the hashtag July postcard play, using Akua Inks with the Sgraffito technique and a bit of a botanical print as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you're interested in these inks, check out the stream I did with Kathy Arbor, and check out on YouTube. There's lots of other videos using these inks. And yeah. Thanks for watching. See you for day 26. Bye-bye.